As you can see in this video, my client has alopecia on the outside of her head. And I put box braids in the back, like 4 layers of box braids, medium. And I put box braids in the back of her head because she wanted a little bit more versatility with the hairstyle. And so she wanted me to put a design in the middle to cover up her spot in the middle, and also some hair and a specific angle around her hairline. As you can see, as I braid her hair and add braids to her hairline, I am braiding really nice and smooth, not gripping. Of course, I always ask my clients to help me so that there is less tension in that area, and it also helps with creating the style that she wanted. I would have to say the most difficult part of the hairstyle was making sure that the braids was nice and neat and tightly put together so that you couldn't tell whether she had alopecia around her edge line. So in this video, you will see me using the needle and thread. I use thread to keep the braids close around the edges, and also use thread in the middle to keep the braids close in the middle. So I use a small piece of thread that I braid inside of the braid to create more closure for the braids, so the braids will not be all over the place, because a lot of us alopecia braiders use thread technique, but a lot of us don't know that most clients do not want their alopecia to show, not even a little bit. So of course I have to use the thread method to create the closest of braids. If there isn't any hair there to keep the braid together, you have to create a foundation that's going to work for the client. This side of her head has a little bit more hair. The other side of her hair has a little less hair. So, of course, I had to use the thread method. And as you can still see the gaps in her braids, after I finish the braid style, I still use a little bit more thread to close the braids to make sure her scalp was not showing at all. And this is the braid style she really, really wanted. She showed me another braider who braided her hair, and the braids was not close at all. So she said this is the first time she had one of these hairstyles where the hairstyle looked perfect. So as long as she left smiling, of course I was smiling. You know, even if I have to do a braid over, it is entirely important and very important to me to make sure that I do a really great job, an excellent job, because my client must be happy. And I'd always say, when I have to take a braid down, I always say I will never let my client walk away from me in a hairstyle that I wouldn't wear, or a hairstyle that I wouldn't feel confident wearing. So if I have to take a braid down 2 or 3 times to get it right, as long as I'm not applying tension and pulling, I will do that braid over, because it needs to be done over to make my client look at her best. That is my job. That is my goal, to do so. So I know that I'm supposed to be giving some money to one of the people that I pick off my channel. That day is coming very, 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 very soon. It's coming closer and closer to the date. I will be making a name on the 9th of April. So I'm gonna write down everybody's name, put it in a bucket, shake the bucket up, and then I will be picking the name. And I will be going live doing this so that, or I might just put it in my next video after this one so you guys can, see who the winner was of the money that I'm going to give. I just know that somebody gonna win it and somebody gonna be happy as ever. Period. Anyways, as you can see, this braid style is really coming out really nice and neat. And if you really want to know how to part and braid the braid close to the next braid, you always part a skinny part. You don't part a big part. You part a skinny slither of hair so that it can lay up against the next braid really perfectly. You see how that braid is touching the other braid? That is how alopecia braid styles. Not even alopecia, because braiding a regular client hair and she wants her braids close. Always braid skinny, small parts, not fat parts. And the jam I used to do her hair with is right there in the bottom corner of this video, right there. And it really, really works for me because I love the way it holds the braids together, and it helps me glide through each and every braid. And it helps with the other hair that I have. I also added to the hair that I have to part after this braid because it lays the flyaways down so hair don't get tangled up inside the previous braid, if you get what I'm saying. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and remember, let nothing steal your joy. Do everything that makes you feel good every single day, no matter what anyone says. And always know that if you believe it, you can receive it. If you believe it, you can achieve it, because your life is created from the foundation of your beliefs. Your life is created from the foundation of your beliefs. So don't let nobody come in your life trying to tear your beliefs and your dreams and your goals down, because you have to stand on what you believe in. Because if you don't stand on it, you'll fall for anything. I'm just saying. Well, I love you guys. You guys have an amazing day, night, and evening, whenever it is you see this video. And like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell your family members that I'm located in Georgia, and I am here to serve you guys beautiful, amazing alopecia braid styles. And you guys have an amazing night, day, or evening. Bye. Mwah.